California Love hat. Yes, it is my favorite hat. It shows up in over half of my videos. You're going to have to deal with it because as an entrepreneur, as a mom of three, you know, we also own, my husband and I, 3 other traditional businesses. Who has time for showers? I mean, I do shower every day. I just don't have time to wash my hair. Who has time to curl hair? Who has time to put on makeup? Who has time for mani-pedis? Not me. Why? Because I'm going out and changing lives. So today, guys, I wanted to quickly talk to you about the fortunes and the follow-up. But not only that, I want to talk to you about how to maximize your follow-up. So many of you guys make your lists, you have your parties, you're contacting people. We're working with a ton of people right now that are either launching or relaunching their business, which you should be doing constantly as an entrepreneur. You should always be innovating. You should always be renewing. You should always be adding people. You should always be growing, because if you're not growing, you are dying. There is no point in nature where if you're not growing, you're dying. That doesn't exist. They are working together in a force. You know, John Maxwell says it right. He says, the road to success is uphill all the way. And it is harder to stay on top once you get there than it is to get to the top, because what gets you to the top is momentum. If you don't keep that momentum, then you start dying. And so this is something that you're going to have to learn. And follow-up is probably one of the most important skills as an entrepreneur that you can learn. Follow-up seems to be a scary thing for some people, but I'll tell you, it is probably my favorite topic, because it is something that when you really understand the power of it, and you understand how to do it, why to do it, everything else falls into place. So let's talk about it. First of all, I want to give you some stats. And some of you have heard this, but I want you to just really start listening to the power of what I'm saying. Everyone wants to be in the top 5%. We all know that if you take 100 people, at 20 years old, by 65, only 5% of them are going to be wealthy. The other 95 are either going to be working still, dead broke, some kind of debt, and living off the system. Why is it that you can take 5 people at 25 years old, 100 people at 25 years old, ask them if they're going to be successful? Everyone's like, yeah, I'm going to be successful, but only 5 are, right? Only 5 people have really achieved financial freedom. In a land where, education on finance, education, schooling is available, grants are available, online. I mean, right now there are more resources available at the tip of our finger every day than ever in a time in history, right? There is more money to be made because of the technological advances of the internet, of mobile, of apps. I mean, there's so much money to be made right now, right? Then why are so many people still struggling? And, as an entrepreneur, this is a $120 billion industry or something I read the other day, over $100 billion industry, meaning in network marketing. It's one of the top industries in the world in terms of actual sales in one industry. So there are millionaires going to be created every year, every month, every day in network marketing. Our company has created 55 of them. Why not you? Well, there are little things like mindset, like posture, like follow-up, like skill set, like, certain things that you can do to increase your chances. One of the things I say, like, if you don't have a great personality, I recommend a book up there, somewhere up there. It's called How to Win Friends and Influence People. If you grew up poor, if you grew up with humble beginnings, so did many of us, which is probably what gives you that inner drive, but you feel like it gives you a disadvantage, I recommend a book called Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life. If you lack self-discipline, I recommend a book called No Excuses. Guys, look at this. Look at how many times that I have gone back, underlined, earmarked, put notes in. Because it's not, you don't just read a book once and it becomes a bookshelf, item to show. I reread these books constantly because I'm always moving my skills forward. So I say all that to say that follow-up is a skill. If you want to be in the 1%, if you want to be in the 5%, all you have to do is the things that the 5%, the 1% do. Follow-up is one of them. So quick statistics. 48% of salespeople never follow up ever. Oh my gosh. So let's say that our relaunch team that I'm working with right now made 10,000 contacts over the last 2 weeks. First-time contacts. Do you know that 5,000 of those people will never, ever, ever get another call? Oh, 5,000 people! You know what I see? I see acres of diamond. You know what the other people see? Fear, right? they're staring at that. They don't want to call their friend again. Or maybe it was a weird conversation because your posture's off or you're weird instead of just being excited and like sorting and having the right mindset. So 25% of people make a second contact and stop. So of those 10,000 contacts, 73% of them will never hear from the person more than once after the original contact. 73%. 12% only make 3 contacts and stops. So 8,500 out of every 10,000 people we call for the first time will never hear from us more than 3 times. Now, only 10% of salespeople make more than 3 contacts, which means if you have a team that does 10,000 contacts, 9,000 of them will never be contacted more than 3 times. 9,000. So what happens to those 9,000 people? They don't do anything, and here's why. Oh, this is good. This is so good. Only 2% of sales are made on the first contact. Only 3% of sales are made on average on the second contact. 5% are made on the third contact, and 10% are made on the fourth contact. 80% of sales are made on the 5th through the 12th contact. So let me illustrate this out for you, right? So we got 10,000 people. Right? Okay, so you got 10,000 people. 9,000 of them are never going to get another call. So that leaves you with 1,000 people that are going to get more than 4 calls. 80% of sales are made here. So that means you're losing all of this and 20% of that. And then you wonder why people fail. 80% of sales are made where nobody ever goes. So if you want to be the top 1% of the company, here's the golden nugget. Make more than 4 contacts because that's where 80% of the sales are. You want to increase your sales, you've got to go where the sales are made. It's a sign. It's like, here, sales are made here. Go that way. Sales are made, 80% of them on the 5th through the 12th contact. Are you listening? Are you following? What does this teach you? It teaches you need to follow up with everyone in every situation and follow up until you close them, until they make a definitive decision, yes or no, or they say, you know, not right now, contact me in 3 months, 4 months. Then you put them in 3 months, 6 month calendar, and you follow up again. You know, I think a lot of people think, you know, I don't want to sell my friends. I don't want to bug my friends. Well, here's the thing. Follow up doesn't mean take a raw prospect and hammer the snot at them until they say yes. That's not what follow up is. Follow up means this. I sit down, I've got my list. I got my list of 200 names. I call Joe. Hey, Joe, it's Tara Wilson. How are you? Good. Okay, great. Well, look, I just launched a business. I'm putting together a team, and it's really exciting, looking for a couple different kinds of people. Oh, really? Well, what is it? Well, let me ask you 3 questions, Joe. Sure. Did you know obesity was the fastest growing disease in the country? Oh, no, but you know, that probably makes sense. Sure. Well, let me ask you another question, Joe. Do you know anybody that needs to lose 10 pounds? Oh my gosh, tapping his belly. Yes, everyone, including me. Awesome. Well, that's what I thought too. And so let me ask you a 3rd question, Joe. If people could literally save money while losing the 10 pounds that they have, guaranteed of their money back, do you think they would try that program? Well, I'll try that program. You have a program you can save money while losing weight guaranteed or my money back? Sign me up. Great. Well, Joe, I'm launching a business. It's called Visalis. What we do is a challenge. We help people save money while they lose weight. If they don't, they get their money back. Cool thing, if they do lose that 10 pounds, our company donates 90 meals to a charity of their choice to help with obese or starving children. In fact, we just partnered with the Boys and Girls Clubs of America. Joe, I'm looking for 2 types of people. Now, I'm calling you because you're a longtime friend of mine, or you're an old business partner of mine, or you're the most successful realtor in town. It doesn't matter. Who is Joe? Say that. I'm calling you because I'm just going to use the front. Joe, you know everyone. I'm just looking for 2 types of people, Joe. I'm looking for people who you might think want to get on this program, help me out in building a customer base. I'd love to share some stories. I need to build up some stories. I want to share them, right? One of the stories I created a couple of years ago went viral. Guy lost 140 pounds, reverses type 2 diabetes, and everybody joined after seeing his pictures. It was absolutely crazy. So I'm looking for some stories. Who do you know that's overweight or obese? Love for you to refer them to me. Joe, I'm also looking for another type of person. I pre-mortgage Never thought in a million years I would ever, ever, ever do this. But I'm telling you right now, I've met the founders. This company's created 55 millionaires in the last 5 years. Do you know another company locally that's done that? No, exactly. They've created over 800 six-figure earners. They're offering equity for the next 18 months, meaning I can own a piece of this company that's just expanding into their 14th country in 2 months. They're going to be a global multi-billion-dollar company that I can own a piece and get a residual ownership check for the rest of my life. And I'm looking for people who want to start a business with me, even if it's spare time, part-time, or full-time. I'm also looking for fitness professionals, medical professionals, nurses, doctors, chiropractors, anybody that's anywhere in the gym industry, people who've made a six-figure income, people are looking to start another business but don't want to pay, you know, a gazillion dollars to start it. Those are all good referrals for me, Joe. Who do you know? Now, one of two things is going to happen. You don't have great rapport with Joe. He thinks you're annoying. He thinks you have a weird personality. Something in your posture was off, and he's going to be like, I don't know anybody. Okay. You don't know anybody that knows? Nope, everyone I know is skinny. You don't know any entrepreneurs? Nope, everyone I know is financially set. This is your sign. Don't talk to Joe. Maybe put follow up with him when I have success. Maybe put figure out why Joe is so weird to you. Maybe put what did I do wrong? Maybe record your conversations. Maybe have somebody listen to them. I find doing them live intimidates people, so maybe record them. So this means you're not going to put Joe through the system. Now, Joe could be like, well, like I said, hey, I definitely need to lose 25 pounds. You know, my wife's been getting on me about, I'm definitely interested in the program. And mildly interested in the business. Just, you know, I don't know enough about it to refer it. Awesome. Joe, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to send you a link. And on that link is 2 videos. One's 10 minutes, one's 25 minutes. It is going to explain everything about the product, the challenge, the kits, how you get started, how you can start losing weight, and becoming a customer, 90-day money-back guarantee, all that. That's 10 minutes. The second one is 24 or so minutes and explains about how to become an entrepreneur with us. You've got to watch this because it was so crazy to me that I never thought about doing something like this. And after watching that, I was just shocked at how simple it was, how low of investment it was to start my own business, you know, and how fun this would be. So never thought I would do it. I'm going to send you both those videos. When can you watch them, Joe? Well, I get off at 5, got dinner, probably like 8:30 tonight. Okay, great. Watch them. Watch them. If you watch them at 8, I'll just say 8:45. Can you have them done by 8:45? Yeah, okay, great. I'm going to put you down on my calendar because I'm a professional at 8:45. All right, 8:45. I'm going to call Joe at 8:45. Great, Joe. Have a wonderful day. Appreciate your time. Super, super appreciative of you being, you know, supportive of my new venture, and I hope we can help a lot of people together. Have a great day. Now, follow-up number 1 is call Joe, right? So one of two things are going to happen. You're going to call Joe. He's not going to answer, so you're going to leave a message like this. Hey, Joe, it's Tara. We talked earlier. You're either hiding because you forgot to watch the video or you got really busy. Either way, no problemo. Shoot me a text or a message or give me a call back. Let me know when you've watched the video or when you can, and we'll circle up. My schedule is open tomorrow from blankety blank to blankety blank. Look forward to catching up with you. If not tonight, have a great evening. Now, he may text you back immediately. He may call you back. He may not. Follow up the next day. Follow up. This is number 3, right? Hey, Joe, it's Tara. What's up? Hey, you probably fell asleep on me last night. Use humor. Be cool. Be normal. Don't be hounding. You're not a predator. You don't need Joe. Remember that. You don't need Joe. He needs you. Have that posture. Hey, Joe, you probably fell asleep on me. It's Tara. Let's connect when you have a time today. Just shoot me a text. Or whatever your normal mode of conversation with Joe is. Here's my number. Or give me a ring. Okay? So either he goes into the witness protection program on you, or he answers and says, oh my gosh, I forgot to watch the video, reschedule a time. A follow-up is just getting people through the series. Now, let's pretend a great scenario happens. You call him at 8:45, you can hear Nick Sarnicole voice wrapping up. Are you a 1, 2, or 3? And you're like, ah, awesome, he's watched it. Hey, Joe, I can hear that you just watched the video. Let me just ask you a couple questions. Number 1, what did you like best? What intrigued you about what we just did, or what you just watched? Oh, like I said, I got to lose. Okay, great. So you definitely know you want to be a customer. Let me ask you a question. You said on the call yesterday that you knew a lot of people that need to lose 10 pounds. Do you think you could refer at least 3 of them if you tried with my help? Oh, yeah, of course. I can get my wife on it. I can get, you know, my brother on it. I can get the guy at work on it. Yeah, okay, great. So you know that you at least want to be a number 2, right? Based on the video you just watched, yeah, at least want to refer and get it free. Okay, great. Now you know that you can get free product. You can get hundreds of dollars of free product a month. You can start losing weight. You can feel great. So we're good so far. Now, do you or anyone you know think you want to be an entrepreneur? This is something as simple as you can have a party at your house. We can get together with a few people. You can, make a few calls like I just did and get some people that might be interested in making money. Here's the thing. You get 10, 12 customers. You can make a few $100s a month. It doesn't matter. You don't have to go knock it out of the park and make $100 a year, although there are people who make $200 a month. Anything's possible, but I know that you have a schedule. But who else do you know that might want to do this with you? And they may say, I want more information on the business. Like, tell me about the call plan. Da, 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 da. So let's say he says, yes, let's get started as a customer. I'll make a decision to order in the next day or two, depending if I want to be a promoter, because some people are interested. People like money, guys. So you're going to schedule another call, or if you're geographically near Joe, you're going to go sit down with him and bring the comp plan, bring the RD blueprint. Tell him, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take an hour. We're going to make calls just like I did. Was there anything weird about me calling you yesterday? And he's going to say, no, it was totally normal. It's fine. And I was actually glad you called because I've been thinking about losing 25 pounds. And to be honest, who doesn't have enough? Nobody has enough money, right? I'm always open. So, guys, just don't be weird. So the third follow-up is going to be sitting down with him, explaining the comp plan, asking what other things you have questions about. Well, what about the manufacturing or whatever weird questions. Tell me about our call center. Tell me about the leadership. Tell them about that. Tell them about Vinet Mobile. Tell them that I run a multi-international, multi-million-dollar business from my phone. That might appeal to him. Start digging in. See, a lot of people follow up and they think it's about spewing information. Wrong. Follow-up is about asking questions, constantly asking questions to find out what Joe wants, what Joe needs, what Joe's interested in. Because if you don't know that and you just keep hitting him one-dimensional, you just may keep missing him. But if you find out, you can target your information, your follow-up, the things that you send him, the conversations you have, the people you put him on the phone with, the parties or visos you take him to, based on him. See, follow-up is this. It's giving people information until they're satisfied one way or another to make an informed decision. It is not hounding your friend that you think would be your big fish, which usually is not, into making a decision to do this. It's not that. It's not bugging people. If you ever feel weird about following up with somebody, you are not doing it right. You are not doing it professionally. This should feel just like when a realtor calls you and wants to list your house. How would you feel if he never called you again? They're going to follow up. Hey, are you ready? When should we do an open house? When should we do this? What if you just said, yeah, I want to list my house, and you never heard from your realtor again? Would you be excited about listing your house with that realtor? No. You got to realize that a professional is a professional is a professional. Have a calendar. Be on time. Be smart. Dress sharp. Be prepared. If he asks you about the comp plan, bring the comp plan. Don't leave the comp plan in the car. Don't say, I forgot to print it out. Bring the comp plan. If he asks about products, bring the product information. If he asks about the technology, bring your thing and show him the back office. You got to find out what people want, right? Follow-up is the most important thing you can do, and it is the way you keep bringing a prospect through the funnel, and they either come out a yes or a no. That's why I don't have any maybes. I don't have any maybes in my funnel. They either go through the funnel and are yes, or they go through your funnel and they're a no. Now, some are a no now, and I will follow up in 6 months. Hey, just want to keep you up to date. You said call me back when I make money. I've made $8,000. I earned a BMW. I'm getting $700 in free product. You got to check and look at this, right? Follow-up is necessary. So, number one, I know all of you young Gen Yers want to text. I think follow-up should always be in person, on the phone, so they can hear your voice, because 93% of all communication is nonverbal. Be excited, be confident. I did a whole call on posture, but the most effective way is on the phone or face-to-face, so you can get that nonverbal communication, you get that excitement, you get that confidence, you get that posture, and that's what's going to help. And then you can sense, you can pick up on things, hesitations, and be like, hey, Joe, you sound a little hesitate. What's going on? Just tell me what's going on. What are you thinking? What are your goals? And it should all be about Joe. Just put yourself out of it. Pretend that you're just being paid $100,000 a year by Blake and Nick and Ryan to just go figure out what people want and give them what they want. Forget about you. Forget about your legs, your paycheck, your first order bonuses. And what if you can just go and run Joe to ambassador because Joe is the perfect person? Start thinking about them. You know, face-to-face is first. Second would be phone calls. Emails and texts are only to relay information. A link. Hey, remember that link I said I was going to send you, the overview.buy.com? Here it is. Confirm that you got it. Hey, email. Remember that document you wanted on the product or you wanted to see the comp plan? Here you go. Like, emails and text should be only for conveying information that you can't do on the phone. Guys, you got to maximize your follow-up. You got to be professional. You got to call when you say you're going to call. You got to be confident. You got to be the hunted, not the hunter. You got to have the posture that they need you more than you need them, that you're going to offer them the gift of health or wealth. It's not up to you whether they take it. It's just up to you to give the information. And you know that you're in the sorting business. And as you go through your list, you're going to ask them the same thing. Who do you know who? Who do you know who? Who do you know who? If you are getting negative after negative after negative after negative, I'll tell you one thing. It's not them. It's you. You've got to change your posture. You've got to change your belief. You've got to change your excitement level. You got to stop being Eeyore. You got to be more like Tigger. And I'll tell you right now, reading books, immersing yourself in vet, educating yourself, staying plugged in the community via calls, events, webinars, Zooms, local, VISOS, Challenge Party, is going to keep you in the mindset, in the belief that what you're doing is a good thing. And then you'll want to follow up. Like I said, if you ever follow up with someone and feel weird, you're just not doing it right. So I hope this is helpful. I hope that you will continue to get people through the funnel, getting them information, connecting with the people, and again, like yesterday, make the horse so thirsty it's begging you to keep giving you the water, to keep giving him that information, the stories, the facts, the figures, the comp plan, whatever they need to get started. And I promise you that the people who follow up put themselves in the 5% because they go where the sales are. And the sales, 80% of them, are on the 5th through the 12th contact. Could be a little lower because this is relational marketing and is not cold marketing. But the point is follow up until you have a yes or a no. And that one thing will totally separate you from the pack. So don't waste your samples, don't waste your time, follow up, be professional, and let's see you convert all of your people, all of those thousands of contacts that we're making into customers, into promoters. So thank you guys, love you. I'm going to end this now. Please share it with anyone who needs it. This call and broadcast is officially a wrap. Happy Hump Day, guys.